Welcome to our delicious countdown of the top 10 best foods in the USA. From iconic street snacks to classic comfort meals, these dishes have captured the hearts and taste buds of millions. Whether you're visiting America or just exploring food culture, you won't want to miss this list. Let's begin. What's for one? Cheeseburger. The cheeseburger is America's most iconic food. A juicy beef patty topped with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles in a bun. The exact origin is debated, but many believe it started in the 1920s in Pasadena, California. Popular places: In-N-Out Burger, Shake Shack, Five Guys. Fun fact: the world's largest cheeseburger weighed over 2,000 pounds. Number 2, hot dogs. Hot dogs are grilled or steamed sausages served in a soft bun. They became popular in the USA in the early 1900s, brought by German immigrants. Different cities have signature hot dogs. Chicago dogs come with pickles, tomatoes, and peppers, while New York dogs are simple with mustard and sauerkraut. Popular places: Nathan's, famous in Coney Island. Fun fact: Nathan's hot dog eating contest on July 4th is one of the most famous food competitions in the world. 3. Fried chicken. Fried chicken is crispy, golden, and juicy, coated in a seasoned flour batter. It became famous in the American South, influenced by Scottish frying methods and African seasoning traditions. Popular places: KFC, Popeyes, and local soul food restaurants. Fun fact: in the USA, July 6th is celebrated as National Fried Chicken Day. There are 4. Pizza, New York and Chicago style. Pizza in the USA has 2 famous styles: New York style, thin, foldable slices with crisp edges. Chicago deep dish, thick crust, loaded with cheese, and baked in a deep pan. Pizza came to America with Italian immigrants in the late 1800s. Popular places: Lombardi's, first pizzeria in America. Giordano's in Chicago. Fun fact: Americans eat about 3 billion pizzas every year. That's about 100 acres of pizza a day. 5. Apple pie. Apple pie has become a symbol of American culture, even though its origins are European. It's made with a flaky crust and filled with cinnamon-spiced apples. Popular places: 4 and 20 Blackbirds in New York, Julian Pie Company in California. Fun fact: the saying, "as American as apple pie," became popular during World War II. Number 6. BBQ ribs. Barbecue ribs are slow-cooked pork or beef ribs coated in smoky barbecue sauce. Different states have unique styles. Memphis ribs are dry rubbed with spices, Kansas City ribs are sweet and sticky, and Texas ribs are simple but smoky. Popular places: Franklin Barbecue in Texas, Rendezvous in Memphis. Fun fact: competitive BBQ cooking is a big sport in the USA, with thousands of contests every year. 7. Mac and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is a rich pasta dish covered in a creamy cheese sauce, often baked until golden. It became popular in the USA in the 18th century, thanks to Thomas Jefferson, who discovered it in France and brought the recipe back home. Popular places: Panera Bread, Homeroom in California. Fun fact: Kraft sells over 1 million boxes of mac and cheese every day in America. 8. Clam chowder. Clam chowder is a creamy soup filled with clams, potatoes, onions, and celery. The most famous version is New England clam chowder, which is white and creamy, but there's also Manhattan clam chowder, which is tomato-based. Popular places: Legal Seafoods in Boston, Union Oyster House, the oldest restaurant in America. Fun fact: in 1939, Maine passed a law making it illegal to put tomatoes in clam chowder. They take their recipe very seriously. 9. Pancakes with maple syrup. Pancakes are a breakfast classic made from a simple batter of flour, eggs, milk, and baking powder. In the USA, they're often stacked high and topped with butter and maple syrup. Maple syrup mainly comes from the northeastern states like Vermont, which produces over 50% of America's maple syrup. Popular places: IHOP, International House of Pancakes, local diners in Vermont and New Hampshire. Fun fact: the largest pancake ever made in the USA weighed over 1 ton. 10. Buffalo wings. Buffalo wings are spicy, crispy chicken wings coated in a tangy hot sauce. They were invented in 1964 at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York, when Teresa Bellissimo decided to cook leftover chicken wings in hot sauce as a late-night snack. They're typically served with celery sticks in either ranch or blue cheese dressing. Popular places: Anchor Bar in Buffalo, Duff's Famous Wings in sports bars across the USA. Fun fact, the biggest wing festival in the USA, the National Buffalo Wing Festival, serves over 25 tons of wings in a single weekend.